So today's the day we finally install the bucket seat with the bracket onto the car. I had thought that this bracket that I bought was just a fixed seat bracket, but it's not. It's sliders actually. So if you look here, this came out of that PLM box that the guy has sitting around for a couple years. And basically this is what's included. It includes the left and the right side rail, includes these adapters for the seat bracket, and includes nuts for these too. So essentially this will allow my seat to move back and forth. The only difference, or the only thing I'm kind of worried about, is that this rail may be just as thick as the stock rails. Well, let's compare them. Here. So, I mean, they do sit a little bit lower. See the side profile? They do sit a little bit lower, about like an inch, half an inch lower. So that's not bad. And then obviously the seat doesn't have this massive cushion, and it even has a hole if you want to run the stock seat belt, which is pretty cool. In order to make this work on our used seat here, what we're gonna have to do, we have to remove this cool Sparko seat bracket that the seat came with and install those little adapters that go on the side. And if you could tell here, the seat is on a rake backward, so the front of the seat is higher and the back is lower, which is pretty good, because that's the seat you want. And right now here is not maxed out it's maxed out on the top in the front, but in the back you still have one more adjustment down. Unfortunately, the new brackets don't have that much adjustments. You can see it has 3 notches, which is what's being used currently, so we could at least replicate the setup that's on it now. Hopefully this makes the seat sit just as low as we need it to, because although I'm not too tall, I'm about 6 feet tall, a little wide, but I have a massive head, and with my helmet it's even bigger. So as I mentioned in one of the last videos, when I turn, I'm hitting my head on the pillars, and also when I overcorrect, the whiplash always makes me hit my head on the pillar. So we want to prevent that from happening, allow me to be more comfortable and also be planted in the seat. So this will ultimately make my driving experience this weekend 10 times better. So let's put this seat on and get on the road. You guys remember a couple minutes ago where I was like, I should have probably opened up the whole box to see what I have? Well, I should have done that again, because now we have the rears are longer adjustments. So that explains why this back one lined up terribly, because it's supposed to be a lot longer. So now I got to take this one apart and do all that stuff again. So now that we have the seat all done up, let's go test fit it. Should probably invest in the door handle while I'm at this. Oh man, the seat looks to be too wide. This back bolt lined up there. Maybe not. And that's where the bracket maxed all the way in. Like this could either come out or it could go in. So maybe I have to loosen the bracket and push the seat in. Yep, we're gonna have to do that. Can you guys believe that that was about an hour of my time? Maybe, I don't know, whatever this edits out to. Less than 3 minutes of your time. This thing was a pain in the ass. Unfortunately, as you can see here, and definitely more here, the seat took a beating. Because after I took all that time putting the brackets on and the seat in the trunk, I then came out here and it wouldn't line up. So then the sliders weren't aligned properly, and then the actual like sliding bracket, this thing that you pull, was also not aligned properly. So I had to dismantle the whole seat, put the rails on the car and the sliding bracket there, and then put the seat back inside. And then I was able to get the seat in the car. But now we could sit inside of it and see how we sit. I mean, at first glance, comparing that seat to this seat, I mean, we definitely sit a little lower here. And right now the seat's all the way pushed back, I think. But, I mean, we definitely sit lower. I'd say, see if I get you like a little perspective. I'd say we sit like probably 3-4 inches lower, which may be the perfect spot. So first thing, I'm gonna sit in it and see how I fit, and then we'll put on the helmet and see how that fits too. In theory, I should have did it like a before and after fit with the helmet, but why would I lie to you guys? Why would I just be doing this just to do it? So here's my XXL helmet, and let's see how we sit in the seat. I'm excited. The camera's about to die too. Hopefully we get this clip in. Oh, well, that's not how you fit into the seat though. Oh boy. Oh yeah, guys. This is snug. I completely tried to sit in this seat like it was a regular seat. That was a mistake. Race car things. Track car, sorry. This is not a race car. It's a track car. Alright, so this is how I sit in the seat. It's definitely lower than I'd prefer to be. I'm looking a little bit above the steering wheel here, but I think I can lower the steering wheel. I mean, it's slightly better. I already know we have a ton of headroom here, but let me put on my XXL helmet. Oh, hold on, this is okay. All right, now look at me. This still, believe it or not, even at a 2XL, this thing's still pretty snug on me. But whoa, boom! Now we have all this space, and then once we get the harnesses on, we'll have all the restraint. So I'm gonna try to figure out the harnesses. I gotta look more into this, but essentially, this will, when I sit in the car, these things will be like this, boom, and then when I sit in the seat, so when I sit in the seat like this, and then I pull this one out. Obviously, there's a much smaller guy than me here. Pull them all to the center by my nuts, and this is like a cam lock. It's cool. And then I think this is kind of overkill for a car that doesn't even make 200 horsepower. So it came with the seat. I think like a, right, and then boom, everything goes in. Everything goes into the center here. Clip, and then I gotta pull these harnesses down, and that'll tighten them up, and that's it. This is my new driving position. I could probably I gotta get like smaller shoes so I can heel toe. Ding, wah, wah, wah. But what do you guys think? Oh yeah. this seat makes the driving experience so much better. Like I just went, I took a little turn, but like the whole time I was in the same exact spot. Like my shoulders weren't moving. Like where they were, it was leaning up against the side of the seat right here, and it was just keeping me planted here, so I could take a crazy turn and not worry about whiplash, one, and number two, don't worry about like having to like grip myself in. I could literally just focus on one thing and one thing only, and that is taking the turns. That's all I need to focus on, and that makes this so much more worth it. They ought to make them, because this thing is hard. And I mean, we're gonna be able to drive for what, like 15 minutes, and my suspension is set to the stiffest setting, so this is gonna be pretty much a miserable experience, but for my butt. But otherwise, I'm excited. So guys, we got the seat and the harness bar installed. We just need to find a way to mount the actual harnesses, and we have our full upgrades and the steering wheel. Can't forget this. I mean, I get a better grip on it, and it's still big, but I feel like I can still make my turns like left, right. You know, I still got a good handle. So, all in all, we're almost ready for the track. Now that we did the aesthetics, we got to do some maintenance. We got to check the brakes, and we got to check our coolants and everything else. Make sure that we're 100% ready for the track and no breakdowns in sight. So with that being said, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. Peace.